Too niche or not too niche? What does that mean, and why are we talking about this right now? Niching simply means that you as a VA may offer general virtual assistant admin services, but you also offer a highly specialized and specific service. These niches usually come with years of experience from a previous job or years of education. Graphic design remains a popular niche industry. It's not easy to create an interesting visual that drives traffic to your client's page or drives sales to their business. But if you've gone to school for graphic design, or you've taken classes in graphic design, or graphic design was a hobby of yours and you're actually quite good, now that is a niche that you could offer in addition to administrative services. Or let's say you did social media management and branding for one of your past jobs. You can draw upon that experience and offer a niche services of social media management. General admin VAs don't necessarily specialize in a high-end, high-quality service. General admin VAs are more of a jack of all trades, because this is where you'll offer a broad range of services, ranging from email management to calendar scheduling to sending out invoices on behalf of your client. There are pros and cons to each approach. But at this point, I want to reassure you, whatever you're thinking of doing today, it's not set in stone, okay? The first 8 years of my business, I was a general admin assistant. I was only offering traditional administrative type services to my clients. It wasn't until many, many years later, I wanted to add a couple more strategic services to my business that I started taking classes on social media management. So it took me many, many years to decide to niche in a service, and I made really good, successful money as a general VA. And if you're feeling like general VA is your calling, you love administrative duties, you love keeping things moving, then you could be a general admin assistant. You do not have to specialize in a niche. Now, as a general VA, think of this like being the widest part of a pyramid. You have a lot of flexibility into who you can offer these services to, and it typically appeals to a broader client base because a lot of people who go online searching for a VA are searching for an administrative assistant. Some of the cons, however, is that you may not stand out as much amongst a very crowded market. And most VAs also offer general administrative services. So when you're new and you're just starting out, it can be a little bit harder to differentiate yourself from the crowd that's offering the same services. But fear not, my friends, because much later in this course, we are going to help you stand out from that crowd like chef's kiss. So don't overthink this right now, because I'm going to help you differentiate yourself as a VA and as a business owner. But it is one of the cons that I want you to be mindful of. Now, if you have a specialty niche skill that you can sell, that usually commands higher rates. That's because you are drawing upon years of work in a certain industry or years of schooling. So again, if you went to school for graphic design, you can use all of your knowledge and your skills to sell your graphic design services at a higher rate because you are an expert in that field. VAs who offer a specialized service also tend to be able to attract ideal clients a little bit faster. That's because it helps you cut down from a very wide net of people looking for general VAs, and it helps you focus in on the clients who are looking for administrative help, but like really need a copy editor for their website. And if you're great at writing and you do administrative skills, boom, you just found yourself a niche. Now, some cons of specializing is that your client pool may be a little smaller. There might be less people who are looking for copy editors than general administrative VAs. And there's always a risk that the demand for your niche decreases. I'll give you an example. 10 years ago, when I was a fairly new VA, transcription services were pretty in demand and considered a pretty niche offering. So any of the VAs that could transcribe audio or videos pretty quickly and get those turned around to their clients who are in demand and could charge more than general admin VAs. And with the rise of technology over the last decade, that niche is almost non-existent nowadays because we've got so many tools and so much AI that transcribes audio and video for you automatically. There's no way that we're as fast as a video. At the end of the day, though, I really want you to remember that you can always pivot. Nothing in this business is stagnant. You can always add or drop services that interest you or add or drop services as the market changes. And you can always start where you are most comfortable. If finding and offering a niche at this moment in time feels way too overwhelming, it is A-okay to start selling services as a general admin VA. So something I want you to think of, and this is not in your workbook, but just think right now, which path appeals to you more? Are you feeling more aligned as a general admin VA, or based on your skills list that you've written out in the previous lecture, is there a specialty niche in there that you could start offering right away, potentially at a higher price point?